If we haven't met in real life, my name is Nicola. Most people call me Nikki. My family calls me Mouse. You can call me whatever you like, I don't mind. I'll probably answer to it anyway. And we'll do some yoga. Pop your mat down, or your mat somewhere like the least distracting place, yeah? And you might like a block if you have something or that's something that resembles a block. Grab it. If you don't have one, it's not the end of the world, you're gonna be okay. Yeah? Let's get started. We'll begin in child's pose. So, knees are out, comfortably wide. Flatten the top of your feet down to the ground and slide your arms forward. Allow your head to hang heavy into the ground. And give your forehead a little rock from side to side. It's like a little massage into the muscles of your forehead. So just rock your head slowly from side to side. And bring yourself into the sensations of your body. It reminds me of that saying, like, come to your senses, right? Come into the sensations of your body, like actually notice like what is going on right now for you. What can you feel? Enjoy a deep breath in through your nose. And fully sigh back out through your nose. And make your way up into a full point position. So your shoulders are over the top of your wrists. Fingertips spread out nice and wide. I like to tuck my toes here just so you can stretch the soles of your feet. And just draw some circles around your wrists to begin with your shoulders, just to start warming up the wrists so they get ready just to do some load bearing. Yeah. And come back, do it the other way. If we do something one way, we always want to go back around the other way, just so we're nice and even. And we pause now just for our classic round the cat and cow. So drop your belly down towards the ground, lift your sit bones, broaden your chest and start to look up towards the ceiling so you can feel yourself lengthen across that front seam of your body. So exhale, tuck your tail, ripple up through your spine and then draw your chin in towards your chest so you can now feel through the back line of your body. Yeah. And just do that a couple more times. Inhale. So you go from a forward fold into a backward bend. So that back line of your body gets smaller, the front line longer. Exhale, same, but different. The opposite way around. Let's move in time with your breath. So inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Now stay high. Press down into the balls of your feet. Lift your knees up and then shift your way back into downward face. And you bend your knees as much as you need to. Don't give yourself a hard time here. If your shoulders are quite tight, you might take your hands out a little bit wider than the shoulders. And either, when you look at your hands, have your first finger or your second finger pointing towards the front of the room. Like if your hands are out super wide like this, pretty yucky for your wrist. So first finger or second finger-ish point towards the front of the room. And keep plugging down through your hands. Lengthen your arms and shift more weight back into your legs. On your inhale, roll right up onto the balls of your feet. Soften your knees even more. So it's like you want to press your belly right back into your thighs and start walking your feet towards the front of the room. One little step after the other, bending your knees more and more as you go until you arrive at the top of your mat. Walk your feet out about as wide as your hands. Yeah. Then inhale with softening. Slide your fingertips up the front of your shins. So it's a modified halfway lift. You can flatten out your back. And exhale, back in towards yourself. See if you can bend your knees. So you can rest your ribs onto your thighs. Cross your arms in front of your shins so the elbows droop, the head hangs heavy, and you look back through your legs. And take a little swing. Forwards and backwards. And then side to side. And see if you can balance out the weight in your feet. So you press down into your big toe and your little toe. You press into the outside and the inside of your heels, and you lift the arches of your feet up. So you just feel nice and balanced in your feet. So if I was to walk over to you now and just lovingly give you a bit of a shove, you're not going to fall over, right? You're just planted in place with your feet. So you're quite active here. Big shrug of your shoulders. Yeah. One way, then back around the other way. Jiggle your head. And release your arms down towards the ground. And keeping your knees nice and soft on your inhale, ripple yourself up through the spine. Little chain reaction of movement as you unfurl yourself. Lift your arms up and over your head. Press your palms together. Exhale with your hands down deeper in front of your chest. Deep breath in. Stand up really tall. Drop your shoulders out of your ears. And exhale with your hands down by your sides. Inhale. Exhale. Do arms stretch back and away. Reach them up towards the ceiling. And exhale, bow back down and towards yourself. So your knees are soft as you go. Yeah, don't harass your hamstrings. Take an inhale halfway lift, so come up halfway. Plant 2 hands down to the mat and step your feet back into your plank. Now same thing goes here. Either your first finger or your second finger points towards the front of the room. Fingers are about evenly spread apart. Yeah. Now press into your finger pads. Press down into your knuckles. Press down into the inside outside heel of your hand, and as you press the entire palm of your hand down into the ground, you feel yourself rebound and lift up. Yeah. Draw your inner thighs up towards the ceiling. Yeah. And press your heels back. Yeah. Take one more inhale here. And bring your knees down to the ground. Now keep your feet pressing down to the mat. Don't let them float up. Pull your collarbones forward, just so you're nice and long here. And lower slow from the top of your plank all the way down to the bottom of your plank. And there's this like intentional resistance here as you come down. Untuck your toes. Plug the top of your feet into the mat, and you inhale with a nice strong core. Start to peel your chest forward without using the strength of your arms. So you can literally pick your hands up and you don't lose any height. Yeah, it's a lift from the legs, from the core. Use your back muscles. And then we exhale, make our way back. Bum towards the heels, hands slide forwards. Gather a breath in. And follow your exhale out to move back into downward facing dog. So you tuck your toes, you lift your hips, and you pull them back, always drawing more weight back into your feet. Inhale here. Exhale, slow. We'll do the same thing again. Roll up onto the balls of your feet. Either waddle your feet towards the front of the room, or you take one foot after the other to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. 2 arms reach up towards the ceiling. So you stretch them out wide as you lift yourself up. Maybe a little back bend here to make sure you use your core muscles. Exhale, bow. Back down and towards yourself. Upper body folds over the top of the lower body with soft knees. Take a half lift. Inhale. So pull the crown of your head forward, but slide the shoulders back. Keep that length. Hands come down. Feet step back. Plank pose. Lower your knees down to the ground again. Remember, feet stay plugging. Lengthen yourself out, and with resistance, just come halfway down. So your elbows tuck in. They're like little chicken wings. Yeah, draw them right in towards your little ribs. Yeah. Pull your collarbones forward. Press into your feet. Press them. Thank you. Inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down. There are so many things to do here. It's very distracting. Inhale, pull the chest forward as light as in your palms. Exhale, either come back home to child's pose, or you can retuck your toes. Maybe your knees are on the ground. Maybe they're not. You lift yourself up and shift your way back. Downward facing dog, Ardha Mukha Shavasana. Alright, 3 rounds of breath. We'll just do that one more time. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Roll up onto the balls of your feet. Find softness in your knees. You look forwards. You either walk, step, or take a little hop to the top of your mat. Nice. Take a halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, bow in towards yourself. The full breath in to get all the way up to stand, so it takes as long as it takes to inhale. Your forward fold takes as long as it takes to exhale. So you may move a little bit faster or slower than I cue. That is totally fine. Inhale, half lift. Can you get your shoulders out of your knees? Exhale, hands come flat, feet step back. Either knees come down to the ground or the legs stay extended long. You exhale, halfway down, tuck your little elbows in. Inhale, if you want, upward facing dog. You flip the feet. You lift the thighs and hips up as you broaden your chest forwards. Otherwise, stay with your cobra, which is same but different. Exhale, back you go. Downward facing dog. Roll over the toes, or you can step over them to make your way back. Pause. Can you steady your gaze in between your two big toes, just so you're not looking around the room? That's deeply distracting, yeah? Perhaps you can make your mind less distracted by giving it something to settle on. Last moment here. Yeah, I'm starting to get warm too. Inhale, roll across the balls of your feet. Exhale, melt them back down. Now on your inhale breath, float the right leg up towards the ceiling. Three-legged dog. Now can you lift your right inner thigh up? Yes, but turn your right toes down. Awesome. Exhale, knee comes in towards your nose. Now I like to come right up onto the ball of my left foot here as I draw my thigh in towards my ribs, so there's space as I round through the spine to step my right foot towards my right hand. Nice. Then spin the left toes out and down. To come on up, warrior one. Just readjust all my clothes. What is going on here? Alright. Reach two arms up towards the ceiling and turn your hips towards the front room. Alright. Now come a little bit lower in the hips, so perhaps the right knee is on top of the right ankle. Then squeeze your legs in towards each other, so together that way. You don't actually want them to move, but pull them together so you can feel your outer hip switch on. Does that make sense? Yeah, okay. Two palms face in, you reach them up towards the ceiling, but drop your shoulders down. Okay, steady the gaze forward. Keep the softness in your shoulders, but bring your hands behind your back, interlace them. Now press the heels of your hands together, so like these bits here, press them together. Draw your thumbs down towards the back of your left thigh and see if you can lift up at the crown of your head. Now feel your lower belly, feel your navel, draw right back in towards your spine. And on your in-breath, start to peel your chest up towards the ceiling and you gently lean back as you look up. Exhale, melt back in towards yourself, so ripple forwards. Look back in towards your left foot. And drop the crown of your head down towards your foot. Little tuck in of your chin and start to draw your thumbs away from your bum and lift them up towards the ceiling. So you open up through the shoulders. You wiggle your chest down towards the inside of your right thigh if that feels okay. But as you do this, can you tuck your right butt cheek back behind you? Yeah, fuck yeah, good. All right, take a deep breath in. Slow breath back out. Release your hands down to the ground and take a deep breath in. Come up onto the ball of your left foot. And then bow back in towards yourself. Lengthen the right leg. Fold. If you have things that resemble blocks or actual blocks, so you may have, like I have here, a pile of books or a block. Bring your hands to them, and then they can just bring your hands a little bit closer to the ground. Oh, Abby. There you go. Inhale. Come back up halfway. Exhale, bow. Squeeze your legs in towards each other. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. Yeah, your knee can be as bent as it needs to be. Exhale, bow. Inhale, come back up halfway. Move your blocks out of the way. I'll be there for the next side. Hands come down. Step it back. Plank pose, and you choose how you'd like to approach this. Exhale, lower, halfway down. Either come all the way down to your cobra or flip the feet. Inhale, broaden through your chest. Exhale, bow back in towards yourself. Press down into your right foot so you can lift the left foot up. Inhale, three-legged dog. Get higher on the ball of your right foot. Start drawing your left thigh in towards your left ribs. Look forward towards your thumb. Shift yourself forward and place your left foot a little bit closer towards your left hand. Spin the right toes up and down, about 45 degrees. And then you come on up. Land yourself down in the shape. And what I always like to try and do here, after I turn my hips a little bit further towards the front of the room, see if you can press down to the outside edge of your right foot. So that pinky toe edge, press it down. Then can you lift the arch of your right foot up? You're like, what does that even mean? Yes, you take like the sole of your foot, you lift it up. Nice. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Soften your shoulders and keep them relaxed as you interlace them behind yourself. Weave the fingers together. Heels of the hands press. Now drop them down like a little anchor. Inhale, lift your chest up, and it's like you're going up and over the high jump. Yeah. You might lift your chin up without hinging to the back of your neck. To exhale, bow towards yourself, and you keep that connection of your right foot. Keep plugging it down into the ground as you bow towards yourself. Yeah. Keep a nice juicy bend into your left knee. Keep pressing back into your right foot as you fold. Now do your best here to lengthen your arms like mine. Do not lengthen out completely here. Yeah, they're minor bit of a train wreck, but that's okay. You do your best with it. Deep breath. Exhale, two hands. Come down towards the ground. You find your blocks or your block substitutes. Come onto the ball of your right foot. Inhale, pull your chest forward. Exhale, bow in towards yourself. Squeeze the legs together as you fold. Inhale, low lunge. Press the right foot back. Exhale, bow. Let's realize we did not do that on the first side. Okay, inhale, more of a half lift, wasn't it? Very good. Exhale, bow in towards yourself. Last time, half lift. Two hands come down, left knee bend, step your foot back. Plank. Pause here, take a deep breath in. Just because we love plank. Take your knees down towards the ground if you need it. Exhale, lower slow. Deep breath in, you lengthen through that front seam of your body, so cobra or upward face. To exhale, downward face, rolling over your knees or your toes. However you'd like to approach it. We'll do that one more time. We'll do one breath, one movement. Inhale, float the right leg up towards the ceiling. Exhale, tiger curl your knee in towards your nose. Step it through, warrior one. Inhale, two arms, stretch out wide. Lift yourself up. Whoop. Exhale, hands interlace behind your back. Inhale, a little back bend here. So you go from a standing back bend. Exhale, into a standing forward fold. Release the hands. Inhale, come back up halfway. Readjust your left foot. And bow towards yourself. If you have a bit more space here, you might even like to pick up the front of the ball of your right foot and flex your toes back and towards your knee. Inhale, return to your low lunge. Just show down with your mouth. And then place your hands down to the ground, step the right foot back. If you want more intensity, you can float the right foot as you lower halfway down. Ground both of your feet for your back bend, peel the chest forward. Exhale, back home you go. Downward facing dog. Anchor the right foot as you lift the left foot up. Exhale, tiger curl. Remember getting high on the ball of the right foot so there is more space to step yourself through. Inhale, find your warrior one. Exhale, interlace your hands behind your back. Breath in, standing back bend. Exhale, devotional warrior, bow towards yourself. Inhale, back up halfway. Hands come down, come onto the ball of your right foot, readjust it, and then fold in towards the left leg. Perhaps the left heel, you roll onto it as you draw the toes in towards your face. Yeah. Rebend the left knee. 2 feet come down. Left foot steps back. Peel your chest forward, take a deep breath in. Either move through your vinyasa, take sharp pose, or skip it entirely. So there are your options. You can do whatever you need to, and don't beat yourself up about it. You just choose what you need to do today. And then you go with it. That might change day to day. Alright, have a little wiggle around here. Make yourself a little bit more acquainted with your downward face. Steady your gaze. Find your breath. Find where your mind is and bring it back from wherever it wandered off to. And let's continue to flow. Look forwards on your inhale. Pull yourself forward into a plank. We'll meet each other there. Okay. Now take your time. Take one forearm down to the ground. Followed by the other one. Okay, so the palms are flat onto the mat. See if you can point the fingers forward and have your elbows underneath your shoulders. Yeah. Okay, now lift your inner thighs up, lift your lower belly, and then stretch yourself out, so press your heels back and pull your collarbones forwards. Now the trick is, can you be in this pose and breathe at the same time? No. Pause. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. We'll just stay here for one more moment. How long is a moment? In this circumstance, it's 1 round of breath. Deep inhale. Slow exhale. Bring your belly down towards the ground. And we meet each other in Sphinx, which I always find is super welcome here. Press down into your hands. Shift your chest forward, but slide your shoulders back. Can you flatten your tailbone down towards the ground and send it towards the wall behind you? Full breath. Full breath back out. Wiggle yourself. Actually, no. Stay up nice and high. Just take your right forearm, take it out in front of you in an angle, just so you're propping yourself up. Yeah. Press into the top of your right foot and bend your left knee. Yeah, draw it in towards yourself. Now pick the left arm up, turn up, around, and back. You might find the inside of your foot, you might find the outside of your foot. Just grab whatever you can grab, right? If you can't grab your foot, your drummers, just squeeze it in towards yourself, or maybe you find a sock. And you lasso your foot around your sock. No, you lasso your sock around your foot. 2 very different things. You take hold of whatever it is that you grabbed and start drawing your foot in towards yourself. Yeah. Now see how your knees are out to the side? Like, it's very smart of your body. You can find more space that way. But see if you can actually draw your knee back in. Take hold of your foot and draw it in towards yourself. Yeah. So you either gently pull your foot in, if you have more space like I do, you can spin your fingertips up and around the top of your foot and then press it down. Okay. For more intensity, start looking towards the front of the room. Oh, that's the stuff. So 3, you tuck your elbow back around behind you, and this also becomes a chest stretch. It's a back bend and a quad opener. Wow, there's a lot going on, that's why it feels like this. Alright. Without this being like a slingshot, release your left foot. Place it back down to the ground kindly, and we just swap our sides over. So left forearm comes down now. Wiggle your feet back in towards the midline, just so your knees don't feel tempted to wing out to the side. When you bend up, and then your foot draws in. So you use the strength of your hamstring, right, to pull your foot in. Yeah. Right arm reaches up, around and back. You find your friend the foot. Yeah, sometimes feet are really far away. That is okay. Yes, you've got your foot. Now start to draw it in towards yourself. Bring it in. Yeah, you might readjust your grip if it's easier for yourself. Have a little adjustment just so you find something uncomfortable. Yeah. Steady your gaze, you get 2 rounds of breath. Just a moment of pause. And release. Slowly, calmly, with control, place your foot back down to the ground. Come all the way down to your belly. Just stretch yourself out nice and long. Yep. Send the hands forward. Send the feet back. Now keep this right side nice and long. You can even turn your right palm and face it down into the ground, like you want to hold on to it. Yeah. Okay. Now bend up your left knee. Draw that back in towards yourself like you did the first time. Left arm reaches up. Around and back, you grab it again. Then return your forehead and your chest down towards the ground. Now kick your left foot into your left hand. Press down into the right hand and the right foot. And on your inhale, with a nice strong core, start to lift your forehead. Start to lift your collarbones, some of your ribs. Yeah. So you're in like a little half bow here. If you'd like more, actively kick your left foot a little bit more. Start to lift the left foot up towards the ceiling. Yeah. Maybe come up a little higher. Maybe the right foot floats. Maybe the right hand floats. Now stretch yourself out long through the right side, but bow up through the left side. Now remember this shape. We will come back to it. Yes. Lift your right and up high. Good thing. Remember to breathe. 2 and 1. Come back down. Swap your sides. Left hand long. Left foot long. Bend up your right knee. Reach the right foot back. Reach the outside of your foot. Squeeze the right foot in towards yourself and kick back. Make sure the left foot and the left hand plugs down. And with your inhale, lift your forehead. Lift your collarbones. Lift some of your ribs. Now keep actively kicking back into the right foot. Lift the right thigh. So this is half of your bow. You can float the left hand side if you like. Slides long. This side draws up and in. For 3. Fit. 2. And 1. Come on down. You can make a little cushion with your hands. I like to bend up my knees here. Just rinse them from side to side. Just rinse out your lower back. Yeah, one cheek can come down to the ground. Give yourself this moment to not work quite so hard. Don't do so much. Let's come back out, feet come down. Tuck your toes. Sorry, Abby. Hands come down to the ground. Yes, I'm starting to look worried. Tuck your elbows in. Lift your kneecaps. Lift your lower belly. Lift it. Nice. And then all we're going to do is just lift our chest and our hips up off the ground just a little bit lower. Yes. So a little parade of ants could walk underneath you, but that is all. Okay, press down, come halfway up. Oh, fuck. All right, pause. Go all the way up. Ugh. And shift yourself back. Pause. You breath in. Slow breath out. Inhale, roll up onto the balls of your feet. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward. We're going to walk, step or float our way to the top of the mat. We'll meet each other here for a half lift. Exhale, bow in towards yourself. Stretch 2 arms out wide. Come up to stand. We'll meet each other here. 2 hands come down. Little readjustment here. Little rock rock forwards and backwards, just so you can make sure you're nice and even in your feet again. So your big toe and your little toe, they're grounding into the mat. Your inside and the outside of your heel are grounding down. And it's just like this arch bit of your foot. And it's lifting up. Yeah. Awesome. So you're nice and balanced. Shift your weight into your left foot. Draw your right knee up in towards your chest and wrap your arms around your shins. Cool. Little circle through your ankle and then just find your balance here in your left foot. Generally speaking, I always find the busier my mind, the less good my balance is. Exhibit A. So just notice what your balance is like today and just look at what you're working with. Yeah, jeez, okay. Find your balance, stand your gaze in one spot. That's going to make it easier. And just keep your knee bent, but send it back behind you. Turn the right arm out like you're holding a tray. Yeah. And take your right foot to the inside, or your right hand to the inside of your right foot. Yeah. Now squeeze your right knee towards your left knee. Lift your left arm up towards the ceiling. So this feels familiar again, right? Turn the left palm in. We've done this before. We did it on our belly. Broaden through the chest, and then you're going to start to kick the right leg back. A little tip of your chest forward. Now we're not bending forward like this. It's more like we want to lift up towards where the front wall meets the ceiling, yeah? Okay. Roll your right hip down. Lift the right knee up. The three. The two. Now if you start to fall, let go of your foot and catch yourself. That's okay. You don't need to go down with the ship. Okay, little bend into your left knee. Now see if you can do this without putting your foot down. Draw your right knee back in towards your chest. Now take your right knee out to the side. Cool. Place right foot to the inside of your left thigh. Now press your foot into your thigh. Do a quarter turn to see. Press your thigh into your foot. Yeah, cool. Bring two palms together. Tree pose. Yeah. Press the right foot down into the ground, stand up nice and tall. When I say right, I mean left. You can be whatever kind of tree you want to be, just take your favorite variation. I actually have a new favorite kind of tree now. Mangroves are my new favorite kind of tree. Yeah, so good. Water trees. Yeah. Pause. Okay. And what we're going to do is just release your foot and take, I don't know, like a reasonable step, like wider than hip distance. Okay, hands to your hips, inhale, stand up nice and tall. Exhale, come down halfway. Now have like a little gentle bend into your knees, come down halfway, and come all the way down towards the ground. So you're in a slightly wide-footed forward fold. Begin to walk your hands over towards the right-hand side. Yeah. And then keep on going. Start to swivel on your feet. Round and round and round you go. Keep swiveling on your feet till you come onto the nice edges, those pinky toe edges of your feet again. Yes. Little bend of your knees can be nice. My arms is quite an angle for me. And then start to press your feet down towards the ground. Yeah, and fold. You might pop some blocks underneath your hands. It is a very awkward forward fold. Give it a moment. Breathe. Yeah. Deep breath in. Full breath back out. And let's come back around, little quarter turn so you get to the top of your mat. Pick up your foot. Step it to the top of the mat. Face the top of your mat again. Take a halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold in towards yourself. Now toe your feet back together. Big toes touch, little space in between your heels. Bend your knees, sink your hips, your arms reach up. Utkatasana. Chair pose. Awesome. Just Squeeze your legs in and draw the inner thighs down. Allow your upper body to lean back, sit down just a little bit deeper because you can. Now press down into your feet. Inhale, come all the way up. This time we draw our left knee in towards our chest. Take your hands, wrap them around your left shin. Yeah, circle through your ankle. One way, back around the other way, and you find your balance on your right foot. Right. Keep your knee bent. Slide it back like you're pushing something super heavy. Hand reach to either for the inside or the outside of your foot. Okay, hug the left knee in. Reach the right arm up, very tall. Little micro bend into your right knee. I'm taking that the wrong way. Let's reach the inside of our foot as you reach the left foot back and the right arm forwards. And it might be just like a little baby dances, but it's okay. Maybe you have a little more. And we pause for 3. Can we breathe as we do it? 2. For 1. Can you keep the left foot off the ground as you draw your knee back in towards yourself? Okay. Take the knee out to the side. You bring your foot to the inside of your thigh. Hands together in prayer in front of your chest. I also find that quite helpful just for keeping your balance. You don't just press your foot into your thigh and your thigh into your foot. Press one hand into the other one. Yeah. So use your own resistance for yourself just to press in. Can you press down into your left foot and get a little taller? Drop your shoulders out your ears. So nice. Deep breath in. Full breath back out. We come back out, release your right foot. Step it out. Come into not a wide leg forward fold, but like a little bit. Hands to hips. Inhale, stand nice and tall. Lift your lower belly. Exhale, fold halfway forward. Pause. Come all the way on down. I can't remember which way I told you to go before, so just go the other way. Do a little quarter turn, just so I can turn towards you this time. So maybe this time turn towards the right? What do you think, Abby? Which way did we go last time?
We went to the right this time.
Okay, cool. We'll go to the left this time then. Alright, circle around. So this is going to feel kind of weird if you've never done this before. You're standing on the pinky toe edges of your feet. So the feet are kind of together, but they're the wrong way around. Yeah. See if you can flatten the knife edges completely down first. Yeah. And then start to see if you can get like the balls of your feet and press them down. Yes. So you press the balls of the feet down, but you lift the arches up. Yeah. So you press your foot in one direction but the other direction. Yeah, you're working nice and hard. Excellent. Take one more round of breath. Let's never do this again. All right. Okay. Back around you go, little quarter turn. Step one foot forward to meet the next. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Take a moment just to fold in towards yourself. Halfway lift. Bend your knees, bring your bum down towards your heels. Really slow. It's like you're sitting into a tiny, 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 tiny chair. Bum down to the ground. Legs come forwards. Yeah. To sit. Yeah. You look like you're cooked. Okay. Let's go into lazy pigeon from here. So bend your left knee. Okay, bring that out in front of you. So position this is straight out in front of you. You lined it up with the front of your mat. Little shift to the left. Bend your right knee, and it's like you're gonna bring your knee right in towards your heel. Yeah, so you made like, kind of like a box shape here. Keep your butt cheek on the ground. And then to get more sensation into the hip, start to slide your leg back. So it's gonna be different for all of us. Square towards the front of the room. So for me today, this is pretty good. Yeah. If you are more on the flexor side of things, if you keep this shin forward, I'm going to bring it in just so you can see what I mean. You will one day end up in half pigeon here. Yeah? But that's not good for everyone. So leave your butt cheek on the ground, just send the leg back. Square forward, and if it feels useful, fold. Now the reason why we're doing it this way is because with the butt cheek on the ground, this knee is supported. It's not been like dumped into or anything like that. There's no real like twisting going on here. Because sometimes what can happen is if we are coming into a half pigeon and we're being too forceful, we tend to twist through the knee here. Yeah, so leave your butt cheek on the ground. Just wiggle the right leg back, and if it feels good to fold forwards, do. So if it does not feel good to fold forwards, then don't. Simple as that. Give yourself a moment. Let's come back on up. Press your hands down, walk your hands in. To do a little switcheroo. So, right heel slides in. Swap it over. Right hip's down on the ground, left knee comes in towards yourself. Now both sides, they're not going to be equal, so let it be as it is, yeah? Slide the left shin back. Okay. Find your edge. Without judgment, yeah. And then bow in towards yourself. Okay, on this side it cannot fold forwards, so I won't. Pause. Invite yourself to actually enjoy this. Like you can hate it if you want to, but I recommend if you're going to do this for any amount of time, you may as well enjoy it. Press back down into your hands, make your way back on up. And swing the left leg around completely, just to bring the soles of the feet down towards the ground. And we'll just finish up with one reverse tabletop. This is good for us. Bend up your knees, press the feet down. Either fingertips point back in towards you, or they can come out sideways if that feels better. Wrap your elbows in. Now inhale, lift your hips, lift your bum up so you can get them as high as your knees. Start to peel your chest forward and drop your shoulders out of your ears. Inner thighs roll down. Glutes engage to lift the hips up, just for 3. Last little bit of effort, for 2. 4, 1, exhale, bum comes down. Legs slide forwards, and let's come down into my favorite bit of the practice, Shavasana. Ripple yourself down towards the ground. Arms come down, head hangs heavy into the mat. And you can stay here for as long as time permits. If you're in a good space, I would even recommend just setting yourself a timer, just so you don't fall asleep, because it happens. And I will leave you here, stay for as long as you like. I'd recommend, at least 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, as long as you need. Namaste. Namaste.